Hey guys, it's Danny, and today I'm going to be giving you some leaks and rumors about the upcoming iPhone 14 that released some time ago in case you haven't heard about them, but they also have been getting updated since from new leaks and rumors from John Prosser and other sources. And today I'm going to be giving you some brand new leaks and rumors about the iPhone 14 and what it may or may not have. So without further ado, let's get right into the new video. Okay, so first of all, we gotta take these rumors with a pinch of salt. We can't just speculate that this will be what the iPhone 14 will be like. Just have to assume like what it will have and why, and all of this is probably too good to be true. So just keep that in mind. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So let's start off. So a new report suggests that Apple's chip supply is having a hard time making 3nm A15 chips, which will require the iPhone to use the regular 5nm chips that you got with the iPhone 13. Which isn't that bad. 5nm is still pretty good. If it could be 5nm plus, that'll be still even an upgrade. But since Apple's chip supplier, I think it's TSMC, I think that's the chip supplier, is having a hard time making 3nm chips, so they're gonna have to go back to 5nm, even 5nm plus. What basically means is that the lower the nanometer, the better the chip is. The higher the nanometer, it's bad. The chip is kind of bad, so just gotta make sure about that. But it's not that bad, so if we can get the A15 chip, that'd be great. And also, we expect the iPhone 14 will match the exact same price as the iPhone 13, which with one little thing is that it will start the regular model, the iPhone 14 will start at $799. But and $999 for an iPhone 14 Max. So what that means is that if you don't want the if you want a big iPhone, and you don't want to go spend you don't want to go spend Pro Max money or Pro money, you can now do that because these iPhones will probably have an iPhone 14 Max, which will go for about $999, which means you can have the 6.7-inch display of the Pro Max, but for cheaper, and it's going to be the baseline iPhone 14. So that's going to be way better for people who have who just want the bigger iPhone, but not all the Pro features because they don't feel like it's not necessary. And that would be pretty cool for iPhone users. That would be great because that means you don't have to go spend Pro Max money to get the biggest size. Because if you like big phones, that'll be a pretty good option. So maybe you should wait if you're going to buy the iPhone 13. Maybe wait on this because you could probably be saving some money and maybe like upgrade the storage. If you're gonna leak this, you're gonna have this for like 3-4 years because that's gonna be pretty cool. We'll start probably at maybe $899 or $959, something like that. An iPhone 14 Pro could probably cost $999, and the iPhone 14 Pro Max $1099, and from there more. And another rumor is that the iPhone 14 Mini will probably be gone since as the company has been having bad sales in the iPhone 12 Mini and 13 Mini. So that means the iPhone 13 Mini probably won't be existing anymore. That'll take the place of the iPhone 14 Max. And that means probably that we will probably not be seeing any iPhone 13 or 14 minis from now on. So if you want the 13, if you want the mini iPhone, go get it, or else you just have to go get an SE. And that make kind of a downgrade for you because you don't like Touch ID, you like the better futuristic design. So you like the mini, go for iPhone 13 mini right now because that's gonna be probably the last minis out there. So just make sure of that. This was further backed up by Prosser, who is claiming the iPhone 14 Max will be replacing the mini iPhone, offering 6.7-inch display, only without coming loaded with Pro features, just like I said before. People usually like for bigger phones because it's basically better if you want to browse Instagram, whatever you want. You can probably have like better features and like just bigger screen, which would be way better. And that could attract lots of fans from Android and also better iPhone fans who just want a big phone without having to spend Pro Max money. That's going to be great. As for display, the baseline model of the iPhone 14, like the regular iPhone 14 and the 14 Mini or the 14 Max, will probably come with 120 Hz using an LTPO panel from Samsung, I believe, which is great because that means you have 120 Hz across the line, and this is actually a standard feature in Android phones because you can have Xiaomi release like a I think it's called the Note 10 Pro that has 120 Hz and 1080p at like $249, $339, which is excellent price, and it's actually it's like a flagship. And that has 120 Hz, and then they have also the 1000, their Xiaomi Mi 11 Ultra, which goes for like $1199. It has 120 Hz, so there's spread across the lineup evenly. Or if it doesn't have 120 Hz, it could have 90 Hz. So this could be pretty cool for people who are on Android who are used to having those budget phones having 120 Hz. That could be pretty cool, and maybe you could be seeing those a price hike, or not price hike, but like maybe the exact same price on the iPhone 14, which would be great, but and having a little bit better sales since of the 120 Hz that people on Android might know of, and that'd be pretty good for the iPhone. That'd be excellent if that can have 120 Hz. That'd be great, or even 90 Hz is still better than 60. It gets smoother display. That'd be pretty cool. We don't know if that will happen yet, but that would be cool. As for the notch, we might also have it, but we don't know. Could be shrunken in size, or you can also have a whole bunch, but more on that later. So now let's get on to Touch ID, where this thing gets pretty cool. Twitter leaker tipped the return of Touch ID, only rather than entering into the power button, it'll be under display like many high-end Android phones. Which would be pretty cool if that could happen, since lots of Android phones have it. Pretty much almost every lineup starting from $500 on Android phones up to $1,200 Android phones have in display Touch ID, which would be awesome if that could happen. That'd be great, because that means in a world of COVID, and Face ID not working with face masks on, face masks on, you can have Touch ID, just press your fingerprint, and boom, there you go, you're ready to go. That would be super cool if that could happen. That would be excellent. And at the time, and that'd be pretty cool. And Face ID is kind of a struggle right now for iPhone users, because when you use Face ID, you have to take off your COVID mask, and it's very annoying. You have to take it off in the bus or wherever you are in your car, or just stick in the street. That's kind of annoying. So you don't really want to do that. So Touch ID would be great for those people, and also have better 5G and more stable 5G modems that will optimize for battery, which will be pretty good. So that'd be pretty cool. Touch ID, that will solve the problem from Face ID, and Face ID will probably still be on the Pro and Pro Max models. Touch ID could probably be coming to the Pro Max models and Pro models also, but just the regular 14 Max and the 14 models also. That'd be pretty cool. So, but you'll be losing Face ID on the iPhone 14 and 14 Max, but Face ID you'll have on the Pro and the Pro Max. That'd be pretty cool. We'll just have to see what happens. As for the design, the iPhone 14 will probably be looking like a modernized iPhone 4. Just imagine it with a bigger, just like a thicker design, and maybe just a larger body in general with no camera bump. Yes, you heard that right, no camera bump. That's gonna be huge for the iPhone, since people don't really like the camera bump. We've gotten used to it, but that'll be actually pretty cool if that could happen, since we won't have any camera bumps. It'll be actually pretty cool, and it's just be like an iPhone 4 with those circle shaped buttons for the volume up, volume down, and that'll be pretty cool. And it'll still have a lightning port. Really sad though, but it'll just be like the iPhone 5 or the 5S or the 4 or whatever you want. The side could possibly be made from titanium, which is harder than glass, and it's way better since it will not break that easily. But we'll just have to wait and see what it actually is. That's a possibility. As for the ports, we'll probably still see Lightning this year. I'm shocked if they go for USB-C. That'd be awesome. Probably not gonna happen if we're being real here, but that'd be actually pretty cool if that could happen. We'll just have to see. And potentially in the works is, as I said before, the 14 will have a trio of rear cameras with no camera bump. It'll just be a sleek back cover, just like a matte, let's just say a matte cover with no camera, but you can feel like the camera circle, just like the iPhone 5S, with just no camera bump. That will be extremely cool. That'll be great. It will look sleek and modern. It'll mean no more camera bumps. That is in the works. It's still got to use with a pinch of salt. That could possibly may happen or possibly not. We'll just have to wait and see. If that happens, that'll be excellent, but I honestly doubt that. That'll be excellent. That could happen, but probably won't happen. And speaking of the camera, this iPhone is said that could have a 48 megapixel camera sensor, which would be tremendously from the iPhone 13's 12 megapixel camera. So the camera would stay the exact same with 12 megapixels, but the back camera with the triple camera lens would go up to 48 megapixels across the line. We're talking ultra wide and telephoto. And the telephoto will get an upgrade from 3x to 10x, and it'll go all the way out from digital zoom of 100x. So we gotta take this with a pinch of salt. That sounds too good to be true, but that could possibly be it, and that would be sick if that could happen. As for that camera, all of the cameras will have 48 megapixels, as I said before, and the telephoto will get updated, and just like you'll have 10x zoom, it'll be crazy. And cinematic mode would get improved since this is the second generation, just like portrait mode. Like the first generation was okay, iPhone 8 and 10 were better. The 10s is better, 11 was really good, 12 and 13 are being really good. So you just got let cinematic mode take some time to adjust, and Apple work on it, because that'd be really cool. You use cinematic mode for portraits or stuff like that. That'd be excellent if we could do that. This is also rumored to have 8K video at 30 FPS. I'm not sure that will actually happen, but that could still be pretty cool. You need a 33 megapixel or higher sensor to shoot 8K video. So if that does happen, we'll have 48 megapixel sensor. That would be really cool. Or at least give us something better than 12, because 12 is kind of old now and it's lacking. And not in quality, it does a great job, but it's just lacking features and customizable, and it's not that customizable. Unlike some Android phones, the cheap Android phones that you can customize your ISO, all that straight from the camera. The iPhone camera app does not have that, and that'd be kind of a bummer. But if it still has that, that'd be great. If Apple could add that in the 14, that'd be great. But we'll just have to wait and see. That's about it, guys. Thanks for watching my video about the iPhone 14 leaks. So also, as always, take a pinch of salt. Take these 6 with a pinch of salt. And that's about it. And also, I got an Instagram account. If you want to go follow me there, I'll leave like a screen recording or like a photo of my Instagram username. So if you want to go follow there, be great. And that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video.